Just dropped Sidra off at work, her weekend job. When I was driving, I was going about maybe 20 miles per hour, maybe a little bit less. And there was this little bump in the road, but I didn't even brake. And the progressive Snapshot, Sidra had this grand idea to put it on our van because she said it would make our insurance cheaper. The Snapshot monitors your driving, everything that you do. And I just looked it up a few minutes ago. And actually, I've seen people complain about it because their insurance rates have actually gone up after they've used Snapshot. And they said there was a few factors of that, meaning like how far you drive to work, if you drive late at night to work. You know, I personally feel that's none of the car insurance business. Their business is supposed to supply you with car insurance. On all those factors, we're fine. We don't drive late at night, and we don't travel far for our work. I think that the Snapshot can really make you drive unsafe. As I was saying, I was pulling up to Sidra's work, and there was a bump. I was going about 20 miles per hour, maybe a little less, and I didn't have my foot on the brake. I just went over the bump, and it signaled a hard brake, and I didn't even brake. I didn't have to brake because I was going slower. And it says that on the website that I read about the progressive Snapshot, that you don't want to rack up too many hard brakes on your evaluation with the Snapshot. So that means the Snapshot gives you hard brakes when you go over bumps, whatever. Because I went over a bump and it gave me a hard brake beep. You know, we've already had our little arguments about it because I think she should have talked to me about it first, because I don't like that idea. Also, it said that the car insurance company also sells all of your information from your Snapshot. I don't like any of that. I don't know how this is going to save us any money. That makes more sense to me. Instead of having car insurance, if you get into an accident that is your fault, then they just garnish your wages until it's paid off. That makes a lot more sense to me. The accident that happened 3 years ago, they raised our rates, I want to say 2 years ago, for an accident that happened 3 years ago. It wasn't even my fault. You know, someone was driving reckless. They hit the back of my vehicle. We exchanged insurance. I called right there on the spot. I took pictures and everything. Called my insurance company, let them know what happened. My insurance rates went up. What's funny is someone last year hit my van in the front, and it had a little dent in the van, and those fools didn't even have car insurance. I was parked already, and they sped backwards when they pulled out and hit my vehicle. So of course I asked for their insurance, and they gave me their old insurance card, which was a bunch of BS because they didn't have insurance at all. Sidra said, we're not going to even file for this, even though they don't have insurance, because they're going to try to raise our insurance again over something someone else did. And it's wrong. It's really wrong how insurance in general screws us over. I didn't go into too much detail on that video on my rant about car insurance. Sidra realized that our rates kept going up higher and higher. And in some areas, if you have a CDL, your insurance is actually cheaper. Not so much here where we live at in Central Ohio. Our insurance isn't affected of the fact that we drive for a living. But Sidra got, looked at how much we were paying for car insurance, and she said that's ridiculous how much we're paying for being good drivers. So she looked around at different car insurance companies. They would always guarantee they would be cheaper if you checked with them and if you switched with them. And every car insurance company that we went through about 5 or 6 of them, they were just as expensive. One of them was even more expensive than the bloodsuckers at Progressive. I didn't get that, and Sidra even tried to ask, okay, I don't get it, why? because we don't have anything in any accidents or anything. And the lady said, no, you have this one accident where someone hit you. And Cedra was about to go off, so I just reached over and pushed her phone to hang up because she was angry. Because the woman actually said because of an accident, she said it was over 3 years ago, but I thought it was maybe about 3 years ago. And for that, our insurance rates would be higher. So I'm just really, I'm more angrier. I'm angrier than I look right now over all this mess. And I'm more so upset because we have this stupid Snapshot in the van. And I feel it can cause an accident. Now I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I'm driving, I drive safe. But now I'm making sure I drive overly safe. Going down a 35 mile per hour road and I'm going like 25, 26. I'm driving and the light switched like that fast. It was green. Wasn't speeding. I was right at the light and then it turns red. It goes green, yellow, red. It went really fast. And I'm like, oh crap! And that light probably does it all the time. I drive because it's by Cedra's work. But today I'm like, oh crap! And then I was like, no, I can't hard brake. I'm going 26. If I hard brake, it's gonna, be on this stupid snapshot. So I just continued through that light. People cutting in front of me. Because we drive for a living, we definitely have a sense of how to drive properly, and our instincts for driving is very honed. People drive very aggressive. We cannot afford to be offensive drivers because we need our driver's license for work. So we tend to be defensive drivers, which requires you putting on your brakes when someone cuts in front of you. On the way home, I had 2 cars do that. You know how it is. People just drive, and as soon as they get far enough in front of you, they cut in front of you. So I have to slow down, or I will get too close to their bumper. Because we like to keep space between the car in front of us. That's also how we're trained. As school bus drivers, we have to keep distance. So to do that, you need to put on, slow down the brake. You can't do a gradual slow down when someone cuts in front of you. Yeah, I think the Snapshot is a joke. Cedra and I are going to have to do some more talking about this. I know she was thinking it was funny and joking around yesterday when we did that video. But, she also, when she drives, it's the same thing. She is a defensive driver like I am. So you're going to put you don't realize how much you brake when you're driving just to make sure you don't hit someone else. Snapshot is a joke. So I'm not feeling it. We're already paying too much with Progressive for no reason. No, our rates just keep going up. Just one of the mornings because this stupid Snapshot got me thinking about everything. But, I'm just going to shut up on that note. Everybody, enjoy your day.